This is the Sisterhood Society podcast, where three sisters talk life, food, fashion, kids, and everything in between. Become part of our sisterhood where everyone is welcome at our table. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Sisterhood Society podcast. We are so excited to be here with another episode. I feel like I say that every single time in my intro. We are excited to be here. Anyways, I think I say that.
You're like, as a matter of fact, we're not excited. That's just what I have to say.
We're not really happy to be here.
It's like morning toast when they're like, hello.
Yeah, they always say, like, Jackie always jokes that if Claudia has nothing else to say and she needs a segue, she'll be like, okay, so we have a great show for you today. And she says it every time. That's like we're really excited to be here today. So anyways, we are going to jump into a fun little episode. Last week's episode, we just wanted to say like a really quick thank you to everyone that listened and responded and messaged us. We had an overwhelming response to Tara sharing her story, which obviously anytime we share anything a little bit more personal, there's a greater response than when we're answering what dog we think we would be, obviously. So clearly there was a different response, but I've gotten like endless messages of people saying how much they love Royal and Reese, how much they love the podcast, that they look forward to Wednesdays, that they feel like they're part of the sisterhood. And even like messages where I got one today and she was so cute. She was like, I don't always feel like I can buy, but I feel like I'm still part of the community because there's so much to be a part of, like the Facebook groups, the Instagram, the podcast, you know, the live videos, like all the different things. And she said that she doesn't watch TV. So her entertainment are lives, like our live videos.
Oh, funny.
Funny.
That is cute.
She said we're funny. And I was like, really? Are we funny?
I got a lot of messages too of just thanking me for telling my story. Yeah. So it was really sweet. And we surpassed 10,000 downloads on the podcast.
Yeah. We kind of breezed past that a little bit, that it was coming up. And our podcast manager messaged us and said we were getting close. Yeah. And we were technically over it already with YouTube views, if you counted those together.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
But not Apple podcast downloads.
Yeah.
So yay! I wish we had
That's like a huge milestone for being
huge milestone.
Have only done it for 4 months, 5 months.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
So basically we're crushing it. We're really funny and people love us. And we're excited to be here.
We're excited to be here.
Happy to be here.
I love the podcast. If we can do it daily, I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
It's really fun.
Maybe we should.
I mean, we can.
We need like something solid we could talk about on a daily basis, because
we'd have to talk about, it'd have to be like how the Morning Toast talks about pop culture, because that's always something that's going
There's
on.
Like always something going on.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of like what we could talk about other than pop culture.
Speaking about what we should talk about, what's our episode today about?
Oh, yes.
I'm glad you asked.
We should get to it.
I'm happy to tell you, and I'm excited to be here. So first of all,
we're gonna what was it?
A great show for you today.
We're gonna have a great show today.
Is it the last time she said we're gonna dump right in?
No, I said hump.
Hump right in.
We're gonna hump right in.
It's so bad.
I'm not sure which is worse, dump or hump.
Well, also we said that, and the week before, Tara said she was gonna masturbate a pork roast. So. So we're on a roll.
Just in case you didn't hear that, I meant to say marinate. Marinate.
Yeah, that was what she was trying to say. But so we are the most salacious podcast on the internet. So just in case you guys didn't know. Okay.
Good rating.
Yeah, the juicier the better. This is actually called Juicy Questions submitted by our customers. So we're gonna get into that.
We should maybe scale that down when we put the
it sounds
title.
Perfect for our salacious podcast.
Yeah, exactly. No, this has nothing to do with any of that. It's just like funnier questions that are maybe like a little scandalous to answer. So
is it going to be something like, what's the last text you sent? And then it's going to be
but I
just
think we
finished
could revisit.
lunch.
I did feel like we could revisit that question today, just in case, because the last time it was a big fat dud. So, okay, but before we jump into our very juicy questions, Tara, what was your something good? So every week we do a segment called What's Good in the Sisterhood, and we just share something good that happened in our life. So,
yes.
You start.
Well, we just got past all 3 birthdays, so I'm on like birthday hangover. So it's been a big, fun couple weeks, but I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
But we celebrated. Who did we celebrate on Sunday? We celebrated Biggs on Sunday, and then we took Brecken out as well to celebrate her birthday. And then we took her out for dinner last night. So it's been a lot of birthday. I have like 3 birthday like decorations still up in the house from all 3 parties.
That's funny.
And I'm getting my tummy tuck on Thursday, which I'm very excited to just get done and past.
I noticed on our last podcast that like if you don't watch the video version, like Whitney doesn't say like and like I'm like right. Yeah. And I like constantly like go like I'm like giving you positive feedback. Yeah, like the whole time you're talking, which isn't necessary, but then like, oh, I just bumped my microphone. But it just makes me laugh because it's like you forget Whitney's there because she's just listening and smiling, and I'm the only one being like, like we're on the phone. Like that's
it's a Kate and Tara show, and I'm just a shadow.
I don't have to respond like that. I guess it's just it feels like a phone call a little bit. It feels kind of like we're FaceTiming, so I think that's why I do that. Anyways.
Okay, so
wait,
Whit,
Whitney, sorry, I almost skipped over you.
Because you're not here.
I'm not here anyway.
We've already forgotten you're here.
She's laughing because it's true.
Well, you need to interact more for the podcast listeners that listen only, because if they don't see the video, they're going to be like, "Where's
How am I
Whit?"
supposed to talk when you talk? There's only so much.
You guys can just
space.
together at the same time be like, yeah.
3, 2, 1, right? 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay, what's your good? Because you're not a local rat hero. So what happened last week?
My local rat died, but that's probably for the best.
Local rat died. That is just so weird.
Indy started kindergarten, and he used to say that he hated school. He went to a great school. There was no reason he should hate it, but he always came home and said, "I hate school. I don't want to go to school." Like, didn't love it. So I was actually preparing myself for that to be the case this year, because it's all day kindergarten
kinder school, if you will.
And he is loving it. Like, he doesn't come down in the morning saying he hates school and that he doesn't want to go. He has come home and just talks a mile a minute. He showed Isaac a new dance that they learned, which I'm not sure if he learned it in class or if his friends just made it up, but it's called what did he say?
Tati dance? Or
Tatita?
Tati. Something like that.
I don't know. Anyways, he made up a dance and showed it to Isaac. Like, he's just like a different child. And so that's my good, because he's loving kindergarten. And I'm like, this is exactly what his like kindergarten experience should be, you know? Because it only gets worse from here. Just kidding. But yeah, I'm just really excited for him.
I was asking Briley and Brecken if they wanted to start taking their lunch some days. And you know how Briley, she always puts her hands across her chest and does this thing. And she goes, "I like hot lunch. I like it." I was like, okay, I guess we're good then. We don't need to do any cold. But she makes me laugh. Today she had peanut butter and jelly.
Indy and Briley are in the same class. So that
I was just going to say, when we had hot lunch, we used to tell mom, like we'd forget to tell mom to reload the account. And if you didn't have enough money, you would go negative and you would get peanut butter and jelly and just a milk, no sides. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That's funny. Calvary doesn't do that. They just Whit can go the whole month without paying.
No, but that was the way that they used to do that. So it's like you got punished if you didn't refill your lunch account. But I had a horrible memory, so I never remembered. And then when we lived in California, Dad would give us a $20 bill on Monday morning, and by like Tuesday at noon, it was gone. Like, I just lived it up at the vending machines, and then I was like going through his car for quarters like the rest of the week. I was like, ran out of my lunch money basically in a day and a half, and he was like, "How are you already out of it?" And I was like, "Well, the vending machines, like you, like that was like the thing you did in junior high. You just like lived it up on candy and just all the snacks." But
I'm sure your teacher loved that.
Yeah, dad didn't love that, actually.
So what's your good?
Oh, yeah, I got to answer mine. I keep forgetting. I'm ready to get to these juicy questions because we're just so happy to be here. We're excited to be back. What is my good? Okay, so we're not sure.
I'm coming down
Oh, yeah.
tomorrow.
That
your
is
What
good,
shirt
actually.
are you wearing?
Me? It's
Mhm.
Billabong. How random is that?
Billabong. That
Wow.
is random.
I know.
Get that.
Billabong used to only make like extra smalls for women.
Yeah, I think this is an XL for sure.
Maybe it's men's. Maybe they still only make extra small for women.
No, but it was on a woman's body when I wrote it. When I purchased it. What is wrong with my brain right now? This is from the Nords. And I actually went there last night to return a bunch of stuff, and I saw Bobby Bones with his wife shopping.
Not at Nordstrom, though.
No, it was at Nordstrom.
Oh, I thought you said you went to the
They were like in one of the little
section.
designer boutiques. I was trying to say designer boutiques, and it came out designer boutiques. Isn't it weird how your brain does that? You just like switch the first letter of two words. Designer, that's pretty funny. I actually really like calling dessert Bazert, so that's probably why. Why was I talking about that? Billabong, Nordstrom. Oh, I had a bunch of returns I had to make from the anniversary sale. One, because I bought the same pair of boots twice because I'm a dummy. And then two,
you took back those space shoes.
Yeah, I got some Nikes that look like moon boots, and they just turns out they're not my style. Turns out I don't want to look like I'm going to space and being the first one to discover the moon.
You wouldn't be the first.
I was like, wait.
Actually, I don't know if we want to go down that rabbit hole, but I don't know if we've been to the moon.
Oh, man.
But,
you're going to spark some controversy with this. Do you also believe the earth is flat? Because there's a group of those people, too.
Yeah, unless your dad or your grandpa was ball.
They all have balls. She did not do well in history class.
I was trying to say Buzz Aldrin. I said balls.
She was gonna say balls Lightyear. I'm like, no, that's not.
That would have been even funnier. Balls Aldrin. I just did it again. I switched the letters. Oh my gosh, I'm crying.
Poor Jesse, you can just keep all this in. This is good content.
Oh my gosh. I was going to say, unless your dad or your grandpa is Buzz Aldrin, I don't believe you, but I said balls. Okay, what were we talking about and why is space boots? Let me check.
You were space boots.
Oh, my returns. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was what's good yet?
Oh my gosh.
Whitney is coming, which means Chi-Chi is coming, which is very exciting. Can't wait to play with Chicharrones and Phil's parents.
In a pile.
Yeah, sticks in a pile. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. Phil's parents are passing through with his aunt and uncle and his other aunt actually on Friday night. Katie Enos and Summer Alvarez are going to be here on Friday. It's a very packed weekend.
That is a question. So they're going to be there when you're there? Because you're there till Saturday?
Yeah, I told them that we could maybe like grab a lunch or situation.
So you'll get to meet Katie officially.
Yeah,
officially.
You've never met Katie or Summer in person, which is so weird.
Yeah.
I haven't met Summer in person. Okay.
I guess, what else? Oh, I had my second appointment for IVF. I know people that listen to the podcast are looking for updates on that. And I have a TikTok update. So we did blood work and labs on Friday, and then I have to go back for a hydrosono on Thursday, which means they put it sounds awful. She's like, I was telling Steele and Hillary about this, and they put a catheter in your uterus, and then they put dye in your tubes to see if there's like polyps or anything. And I was telling Steele, I was like, yeah, and I asked the nurse if it hurts, and she said, well, it just feels like period cramps. And Steele goes, so yes. I was like, yeah, literally, it hurts. So I was like, good call. So I'm not really looking forward to that. She claims it's like not that invasive, but putting a catheter in your uterus seems invasive. Like,
That sounds painful.
That sounds awful. So she's like, just take an ibuprofen before you come. Or I was like, well, or 6. What else? Oh, I have 555 TikTok followers. Oh my gosh, you guys! I just opened and I have 14 more. Seriously,
what is that? 569.
50. So it like weirdly updates. So I have 560. Why does it say 14? I don't know.
It's like that math isn't adding up.
Well, when I open it, it says 14 new ones, but then when I refresh, it says 560. But yeah, so TikTok is like honestly going really well. Our friend, or our cousin's husband, works for a company that does a lot of social media stuff, and he was giving me some tips. I was asking him, and I was like, I will pay you to consult me. Like literally, he's so good at social media, and he was telling me all these tips. I need to fill Tara in because he told me some good tips about Facebook. But so anyways, I have a new strategy. I was like, honestly, my strategy is like that I don't care because I'm doing it for fun, and I almost feel like that's better.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you're doing it for like the passion of it, not to be like a quote unquote content creator or like feeling forced like you have to put something good out there, and really you're just like, I don't care.
Totally. Which is kind of funny because that's how I am in a lot of things.
That's how my reel got to 2.3 million. I was
I'm still jelly about that.
I still get likes on that daily. It's actually really annoying because it always shows that I have notifications, and I'm just like, guys, it's such old news.
It's really funny. You're like, this reel is like a month old. Get the picture.
It's like 2 months old now.
We were talking about how like all of our spouses aren't on TikTok, so they'll send us reels, and we're like, we saw that on TikTok like a month ago. Like if you're not on TikTok, you get like a regurgitated version on Instagram like literally a month later, and it's so weird how Instagram
is behind.
I feel like they're kind of crashing and burning right now because every day that like the guy that heads up Instagram is like, okay, you guys, we did an update last week, but we're going backwards. We're getting rid of it. I heard you. And he's like constantly like, I hear you. You don't like it. And he's getting like so much hate. And he's like, okay, so we're going to continue to prioritize video. And he's just like constantly going back on it, and everyone's just
honestly, it's kind of nice because now he knows what it's like to be like bullied on Instagram, and how Instagram could be not the most healthy of like media platforms.
It's shocking that they're even listening though. But if they had listened from the start, they would know that that's not what people wanted. They were pushing an agenda that nobody cared about. So anyway, do we have a sponsor for this podcast?
We do. We're going to talk about mixers again today because I have been getting lots of questions since the birthday sale because people are getting their orders and want to do a follow-up. So the one that I want to talk to you guys about is actually Her Power. And I feel like the reason I didn't bring it, I'm so sorry. I already drank mine, so it's in my stomach. So I brought it. Actually, it's here.
Would you like to stand up and show it to us?
Yeah. Oh, so you can see my Billabong shirt now.
Okay. And your mixers.
And my mixers, yeah. So Her Power is actually made specific for brain activity. So it helps energy, brain fog, and
so
it actually
hasn't kicked in yet.
Do I seem like I'm lethargic?
Tara's like, I don't think this is the greatest ad for mixers because you're mixing up
You said it's for brain activity.
Okay, well, I do feel like I'm energetic on this podcast though, right?
No, you are. You are bringing the heat for sure. You just are doing it so fast that you're flip-flopping all your words.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe I
Balls
need another
Aldrin.
Balls Aldrin.
The first woman to discover the moon.
So essentially it helps, especially if you're sleep deprived, it helps for brain activity. So I feel like this is a good one to talk about because we have so many moms that follow us in the podcast.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if you are struggling with that, it's also used as a pre-workout as well. So it helps energy.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No.
It's like a natural energy supplement source. So if you have that like lull at like 2 to 3 and you're really struggling and you're like, ugh, I need coffee, you could drink a Her Power instead. I tend to drink mine at 11:30 or so after I've had breakfast, and I mix it with the Her Defense, and the flavors are amazing. But yeah, it really honestly does help me hyper focus on work. I don't know why, but like I never get that weird like yawning feeling at 3 o'clock where I'm like, oh, I'm just dragging when I'm taking her power
But
consistently.
if I don't take it, I do get that way.
I say same. Yeah, I same. Okay. Anyway,
What
so our
is
code.
your favorite flavor of her power?
Ooh, you put me on the spot. I don't know.
I love what's the pina one? I can never remember the name.
I don't.
Pina berry.
Oh yeah.
That's
I like
my favorite
pina
one.
berry, but I don't like coconut, and they have a coconut lime one, and I don't care for that.
I don't like the lime piece of it.
Ooh, I love
like
the mint limeade for the greens, though.
I don't like mint.
Ooh, no, you got to try it. It's so good. It
Pina
tastes
berry
like
is definitely the best for power flavor, in my opinion.
But anyways, this is a natural supplement company that's in a powder format. They come in small little sticks. They're travel friendly. They're made specifically for women, by women, and they're all natural. They're only sweetened with stevia. So there's no sugar, no caffeine. I don't even think there's calories in them. You can use our code. It's MixHer, like HERS, mixhers.com. Our code is Royal for 10% off your order. And that's an ongoing all-time code for you guys to use. So we wanted to highlight different ones we use each week so you guys can learn more about the product. Okay, jumping into our juicy questions. I like this one a lot, so I'm going to start with it. Sorry, I'm already laughing. What's a name? Wait, sorry. No. Sorry. I'm too excited to be here. Okay, name an item in one of your sister's closets that she loves but you hate. And I was like, oh, this is easy.
It's easy for mine. She doesn't like my Birkenstock. She calls them hiking shoes. They're just like a one-strap Birkenstock that I got a really long time ago, but they're still in good condition. They are olive, so maybe that is why she thinks they look like hiking shoes. But I don't know about you, and I don't know a lot about hiking. Clearly, she doesn't either. But I don't think you go hiking in one-strap Birkenstocks.
I think what's the word? Is it Verklempt? Verklempt?
What? I've never heard that word before.
Okay. I think it means like you're troubled because clog Birkenstock. No, it's called Verklempt. Verklempt. Is that a word?
I don't think so.
I think you've been reading
Verklempt. Doesn't matter. It means that
you're speaking French.
Verklempt. Croissant. Anyways, Birkenstock clogs are like really in style right now.
Yes.
And I will not be sporting the trend. You know what I think about Birkenstocks and Birkenstock clogs? If your legs aren't skinny, like, you know, like I feel like they just
you're like
like I saw this TikTok of this girl who was like my size and she was recreating an outfit from Pinterest and she's like, is this outfit cute or is this girl just really skinny? And I'm like, seriously, like literally my life, like when I'm shopping online, like, is this cute or is this girl just really thin?
I think the thing with the clogs is it makes people's feet look stubby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just cuts you off.
Mm-hmm. The sandal versions I don't mind as much. Like I think the ones that are like the plastic or the foamy ones are kind of cute depending on how you wear. I never really loved the original Birks, but the clogs specifically I feel like are hard. It's a hard style to pull off because I don't know what you wear with them.
Yeah, they're hard to style.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and like I feel like they like kind of make sense with like a linen pant because that's how the like cool girls were styling them. But then I'm like, you don't wear linen in the fall, and like it's like a clog. So I am Verklempt. I don't think that's a word. I think it's Verklempt. Hang on,
I'm googling it.
Verklempt.
Because
guys, this is a word.
A lot. Verklempt.
Verklempt. It is a word. It means overcome with emotion.
She's overcome with emotion.
I'm verklempt a lot. Like I'm just gonna tell you guys.
Oh my gosh!
Wait,
I legit have never heard this.
So how it's pronounced?
Or word before.
It's Verklempt.
I actually hold on.
Klemt.
Oh, what? Klemt.
Klemt.
Why are you just saying?
I think it's
Verklempt.
Klemt.
What?
Stupid Google.
It
I think
literally
It said
says
it the first time.
Verklempt, and now he just wants to say Klempt. Whatever.
Well, I saw it on a YouTube video, this girl that was reviewing books, and I was like, I like that word. I'm going to use it. But then I used it improperly, so
You're
I should
right.
probably
You
look
did
it
use
up.
it improperly.
So the piece on my closet that you hate is also shoes because you don't like my flip-flops.
Well, I don't like your flip-flops, and I don't really care for your orange faux Birks either. Like,
They're coral, for the record.
the only Birkenstocks that I really like, and here's why I probably don't like them, is I like the classic Birkenstock with the 2 straps.
Yeah.
The rest of them look really like there's such a casual shoe that I struggle with it a little bit. I guess maybe that's why. But
Yeah.
Phil had a pair of Birkenstock clogs when we first started dating, and I literally, if the TikTok sound could be my voice, where they're like, burn it, and they like tell you to stand there and look stupid, burn it. Like, that's how I felt about his Birkenstock clogs. Like, I just literally hated them.
Yeah, he wore those all the time.
Yeah, and they like never went with his outfits, and they just, it looked like he was wearing slippers. And so anyways, so when you're wearing a faux version, it's like if you were wearing off-brand Crocs. It's like even worse than wearing Crocs.
Okay, mine are not faux. Mine are the legitimate version of Birkenstocks.
Yeah,
I
yours
got
aren't
them.
as bad, but
No, you
Okay,
still
what do you
told
guys-
me
So
I
what,
look like I'm
what don't you like
hiking.
in Kate's closet?
Well, first of all, Kate's closet is massive.
Yeah, but what piece don't you care for?
it's hard to
I-
keep
There's-
track because
yeah, there's
something's
too
always coming
many.
and going.
I don't
Yeah.
love the bright, like 60s or 70s inspired floral play suit. That's probably not my fave of all your
Oh,
stuff.
I love that.
Oh, I love that outfit. It's from H&M.
Yeah,
It's very
That
cute.
one that I wore to Phil's concert.
the one you just got, the floral play suit off of Amazon. I thought it was.
Oh, that is going back. It literally fits horrible. But I have an H&M version that's like an orangey red situation, like fall
Oh, that's not the one I'm
colors.
talking about.
And that one actually fits really cute, and that one looks good on. But yeah, the new one I loved, but it literally fits like a small, and the fabric feels disgusting. Like sometimes when you get stuff from Amazon, you're just like, was this made in the back of a van, or like how are they selling
It's hit
this?
or miss for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
You have anything you hate in Kate's closet?
I legit haven't been in Kate's closet in a very long time, so I couldn't even tell you.
It's
anything.
because everything in my closet's great. So I'm just kidding. I'm sure there's like something that you don't like. Shoes, bags.
I mean, maybe, but like the way you style things makes it cute. So
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't really think of anything besides that floral one.
she
Yeah,
just
and I'm not
hates my
even keeping it,
birds.
so your answer doesn't count. Okay, so okay,
what's
this one's
We've
pretty
gotten through
juicy.
one question so far.
How do you get on each other's nerves? Or what do the others do that gets on your nerves?
That gets on our nerves.
Yeah.
Tara's not the most tidy of people. Mainly, and here's the thing. We're in a small basement. So like one shirt on the floor could make it feel untidy. So it's not that she's like this Tasmanian devil in the basement. I'm just anal.
When you get overwhelmed,
I get feisty.
yes,
Yeah.
what gets feisty.
And
This
you'll be
morning
like
we had a-
talking and she'll
we
be
had a
like, okay,
moment.
okay.
But
Yeah.
you were equally overwhelmed. This
I
morning.
wasn't overwhelmed. I was responding to your overwhelm because I was like,
I think
Did
you
you
were
guys have a
projecting a little
fight?
bit of stress.
no,
No, I wanted
we
to
were trying to
go
figure
off site for the pumpkin stuff to do like something to do an ad, and she was like, "We have too much to do." It's like, okay,
I just felt like if we went off site, we were going to waste too much time.
Got
But
it.
we got all shot.
we did.
Nice. What do I do that's annoying? Probably a lot. I
something
honestly can't think of
specific.
what you guys do that bugs
When
me.
you say you have amazing news and it's not amazing.
Everything I say is amazing. Take it back. Um, I don't get annoyed with you guys very often. I know that's not juicy at all to answer that. I would say when Whitney's overwhelmed and gets snappy, I get my feelings hurt. But it doesn't annoy me. It just makes me sad.
I'm a source of tension.
Kate doesn't like it when I call her and tell her negative things about sales.
Yeah, I hate that. So let me preface this. Royal and Reese, as of recently, is going through like an unprecedented growth spurt. And so things are going really well. But in the past, when things weren't going well, I used to have major anxiety waking up to a text every day that said, so what's our plan for the day? And I don't know why that triggered me so bad. But there was like a couple months ago, we were in the car and I was like, you guys, I don't like when you text me what's the plan for today.
I don't think I've texted that since.
You haven't, which is so stupid. And I think it is because there was like such a long period where growth was just not happening. And so like, it's not even the fact that you're just asking, what do we need to get done today? It was just like the overwhelm of me trying to figure out how to make it better. So I think it was probably like looped into that. But then actually, here's one thing that Tara does that I don't like. If I've worked really hard on a collection and I've like hyped it really hard and then it's like flopping the first hour, you'll be like, so not too great, huh? Or like something like sounds like no one likes the deal of the day. And I'm like, I know, I'm watching it every second.
Well, it's obvious, so you can tell exactly how the day's going to go based off the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, but it's like I already know it. So if someone's confirming it, that makes me feel like I messed up. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
it has nothing to do with you. Half the time you didn't pick it out. It's more so like, I feel like we need to figure out a plan B if we know that it's going to be slow, because we have to figure out how to pull out the day.
Yeah. No, I mean, I watch the sales number all day, every day. So if it's bad, I obviously know what it is.
But you've pulled out some huge recoveries.
Yeah. There's
nothing's ever lost. It's more so just like figuring out the pivot
really fast. This is actually kind of a funny story for the next one, because we're bad at math and this happened early on, but it said, describe the worst R&R product choice you've made. Describe the item. There was 2 questions that were kind of similar. Like, has something ever come that's like completely opposite than what you thought you ordered? And describe it if it was like a fail. But I was thinking of the time where me and Tara like ordered like triple inventory and then the kids stuff. Like,
because stuff was growing, sales were growing so fast that we thought we needed triple of what we had ordered for spring. And so we ordered it, and then it ended up being way too much.
Well, yeah, so that happened, but we were also doing the math based on the way that we were growing. We were going to run out of product in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or like 30 days or something like that. So we were trying to do the math about like, okay, if the trajectory of what we're going continues.
We were growing 20% month over month.
Yeah, when we first started in kids' clothes. And it was like bananas because we kept running out of things to sell, and you have to work ahead because the printer had to print the shirts because we were doing kids' graphics and leggings. So we ended up ordering triple of our original order, and then we just had so much.
We had to sell it at a garage sale.
And we sold it in a literal garage sale.
I feel like there's been a lot of like misses over time, but it's a lot of times if they're a really bad miss, we're shipping them back to the vendor. So it's not something that we launch. So I don't feel like we've launched something that's been a bit, well, I guess we've launched stuff that has flopped, but I mean, like, as far as if we got it and we're like, oh, this isn't what we thought it was, we've sent it back.
I've misspelled a few designs.
Oh yeah.
What were your donuts?
And the aisle
of Target.
Yeah.
She spelled aisle wrong, and we didn't notice it until we already started like pre-selling them. So then we had to get it reprinted.
It was like a $2,000 mistake. It was pretty bad.
And then we had to donate all these shirts that had the misspelled
whatever
word.
Sprinkles your donuts. I actually was reworking the design, and I had moved the E up to be able to like move things over, and I forgot to put it back.
All right, so let's move into the next question. This one is so she said, does Kate make all the buying decisions, or do you all 3 have to approve it? I actually got this question a lot on Instagram last night when I asked what people want to see more of, and like behind the curtain, if you will, of Royal and Reese and like how our buying process works. So to make a very long story short, we used to do the like conventional boutique method where you order product from the LA Fashion Market or other vendors in the US and you would buy in packs. So a pack would be 2 smalls, 2 mediums, 2 larges, 2 XLs, or whatever the pack was. And we would always struggle, 1, with cash flow being tied up in product that didn't sell, and 2, always selling the same sizes 10 times more than smalls and mediums. We have a lot more people buying large XL and 1X than we did smalls and mediums. We have a lot of mediums, I will say, but
We
smalls
do have
was
a lot of
our
mediums. Smalls is
was the hardest one to sell for us. And so our dad hated that model too. He was like, why can't you buy what you need? Like, he was just like, there's got to be a way to negotiate with the vendors. And we tried. Like, we went to all of our top vendors who we were spending like, we have one, hundreds. We have one that we were spending like $3,500 a day buying product from, and they just would not budge. And they were claiming it was like a capacity thing. So anyways, we found 2 companies that allow us to actually only buy what we sell. And the cool thing is they're so directly tied to the design houses that if they run out of a size, they just make more of that size. So it's not a packs thing, and we literally have access to like 20,000 products right now, or is it more than that?
I think that's right, 20.
Yeah. They upload new styles every single day. So we're kind of doing a new method right now where we're pre-selling, or kind of like, I don't know, quote unquote, testing products without actually photoing them ourselves first, because the vendors actually shoot really cute photos themselves. So
they're way better than the stuff we used to buy.
Yeah, like the stock photos are actually styled. They have them on like realistic models. They're either in a photo shoot, a photo studio, or they're outside.
And typically they're showing it on a regular and a curve person, which is nice.
And they remind me similar of like Vici dolls, how their photos are like, you know, really highly styled, really great lighting. So honestly, that method has been working. We're still always going to photo our own items as well. Like, even if we pre-launch it, if it does really well, we're still buying it so we can photo it on like different body types too. But yeah, so.
But the buying has been, in the past, has always been 100% you.
Yeah.
Most recently, since we switched into drop ship, you and I are kind of doing a combo deal, mainly just so I can prep out collections and I'll put stuff in the cart and let you approve it.
Right.
Just from a time perspective, because you have less time to go scout than I do.
Yeah. I've actually been doing better with that now that I understand the program a little better, and the app has made things a lot easier. So I'm pushing over product in the morning.
The app is way easier. Yeah.
Yeah. That I want to like, quote unquote, pre-sell, but I'm actually adding it to the website. So it's not just like you can only get it on our Facebook page. I'm like linking it on my Instagram stories and stuff too. And we have had tons of products go viral. And I think for a long time, it wasn't like whether or not people wanted to shop. It's just a volume thing, like being able to have so many more options, and
don't sell out at 9 a.m.
Yeah, they don't sell out, and
there's people.
Yeah, exactly. Variety, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like, we can, instead of just coming out with 5 items a day, I could literally launch 25 new things a day or 100 new things a day if I wanted to. So from a capacity level, there's just like so many more options because we have a very large audience. And so the amount of people shopping, having more options just makes sense. So I think we were kind of limiting ourselves before based on volume, just because we didn't have the amount of product that we do now, which is very exciting. Okay, next question is, what's the funniest memory from Royal and Reese, or something embarrassing that's happened to you on a live?
Well, Kate has plenty.
Something just recently happened to me where I was changing at my parents' house on a live, and my dad walked up. It was so awkward. I was like, wow, nothing like seeing your 33-year-old daughter in her underwear.
You've also tripped and fallen on a live.
He felt really bad, and I was like trying to make him feel better. I was like, it's fine. It's like a swimsuit, Dad. And I'm like trying to make him feel better about it. I don't even know if he saw, because the only thing he would have seen is probably my butt cheeks, but I don't even know if he saw them. But then again,
how is that like a swimsuit?
Yeah, that's not really at least not like my swimsuits. But like seeing my butt is much better than the other alternatives. So I'd much rather have him see the cheeks, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
If he was gonna have to see anything, the cheeks are the best. So
oh
yeah,
God.
that was I was staying at my parents' house because our air conditioning went out, and I was doing a live video, and their Wi-Fi
in the family room
kind of sucks, so I can't do it like downstairs in my bedroom with the door closed because I have to be next to the Wi-Fi router, which is in the laundry room next to the kitchen. So I set up all my
camped out next to the washer.
Yes. By the kitchen island. So Mom went upstairs and Dad was downstairs, and I think he came up to get a snack or like a drink or something. I don't know what he was doing, and there I was. And yeah, I've fallen on live videos. I've tripped. Sarah one time changed on the side of a video thinking she was out of frame and literally wasn't wearing pants, and like a bunch of comments started coming in like, Sarah, you're not wearing pants. Sarah, you're not wearing pants. That was pretty funny.
I'm pretty sure that I have shown my butt crack on more than one live, and Kate decided to tell everybody that it's unfortunate that you and I both have high butt cracks.
We do.
So that's why. That's
not embarrassing though. I think that's like a common thing.
High butt crack or showing your butt crack online.
Well, I don't think showing your butt online in general is a thing, but high butt cracks. I feel like a lot of people have long butt cracks. I discovered I had one when low-rise jeans were a thing in junior high, because I felt like my butt crack was like, it was just out for 2 years. Like it was for two full.
Well, all we saw
years.
Was like the top of your thong a lot.
Yeah, I remember. Do you remember like it was like super scandalous when we were in junior high to like have that little strip of midriff showing? Do you remember that, Whitney?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I remember like specifically buying things so that I would have the midriff. It was like you were having like, I don't know if it was like Christina Aguilera or like Britney Spears that like made that a thing, but we couldn't wear that around our dad, so it was like only out at the movies.
The movies.
Or I don't know.
Only place you could go.
Well, outside of school, because we had uniforms. So I'm trying to think of when I would have had my midriff showing. Now I'd rather die than show my stomach in public.
Oh my gosh, same.
Like literally, I can't imagine.
Give me 3 weeks and I'll be big.
Terry's the only one that's like
crop tops and shorts. I literally can't fathom a season of life where I'm just out there showing my belly. Like, how was I just comfortable with that and like wanted that to be out?
It's weird, yes.
Anyways,
okay, what's the next question?
Did we all answer that? Funniest memory. Okay. There's lots of funny memories, I think.
I thought we'd moved on to the next question.
I was gonna say something else, and then I couldn't think of anything else that was like very funny that's happened, and so that was just a really awkward pause. Okay, we'll end on this one. Okay. What is the last thing you blamed your sister on that was actually your fault? I used to do this to Whitney literally every day when we were growing up, so I don't think I've done it recently, but like I would hit Whitney, she would hit me back, and then I'd cry, and then Whitney would get in trouble.
Yes.
I have
strategic. Trust issues because of it. Thank you.
Have we blamed? I don't feel like I've blamed anything on you guys.
Aside one time blaming people that her desk is messy, but that's like a long running joke now.
Didn't you blame your fart on someone when you were like moving a dresser with your nanny?
No, we just didn't acknowledge it.
Oh,
we just didn't acknowledge it.
She was pregnant, first of all.
Pregnant.
I feel like that.
It doesn't matter. Like you farted.
No, it does.
Didn't stop the whole time that we were moving the shelf. It just, it wasn't like one time. It was awkwardly a lot.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
And neither one of us talked about it or acknowledged it in the moment. We just kept moving on.
So sweet. She wouldn't have said anything about it.
No, literally, Tara's previous angel.
Angel. Yeah, you know that's about right.
Tara's previous nanny was an angel. Her previous angel. Okay, that's literally what she is. She's like an angel baby, and she's like the nicest person ever. So even if you just ripped ass really loud, she probably would have not.
Yeah, she just acted like she didn't notice anything. And we were moving a shelf that was loud, but there's no way. Like we had to. She had to have known.
Was it audible?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay, I thought you meant like you didn't
smelled.
acknowledge the smell.
No, it didn't smell. It was just sound. Lots of noise.
If I were there with my employer who's pregnant and I was moving a cabinet, I don't think I would have been so graceful or gracious as Delaney. I feel like I would have made it really awkward.
Does Delaney know? Because I know Taylor knows the story.
I know Taylor knows the story. I don't know. Delaney and I don't talk about it because it's awkward. I'm not going to go back to her and be like, do you remember the time we were moving that shelf?
And I just farted for 30 seconds straight. Okay, I'm going to...
You can't like control
Don't blame it on the pregnancy.
It's hard. Honestly, there were so many times I peed my pants when I was pregnant because it's like
very hard.
I couldn't.
You can't sneeze, you can't cough, and you can't laugh.
Exactly. I would just straight start peeing if I sneezed. Yeah. And you can't stop it. There's like no way to like keep it in.
Yes.
Something to look forward to, you know?
It is.
What was I gonna say about that? Oh, I was gonna say, is Delaney coming with us to Florida?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll bring it up in Florida.
Oh, brother.
Tara's like, no. I'll tell our podcast, but I won't tell the nanny.
I was like, 10,000 people are going to hear this. But no, I was going to say, so Tara's old nanny works full-time now in another job, but she comes with us on our family vacation to help watch the kids so we can do like adult dinners. Yeah. And everyone goes to bed, and it's usually just me, Phil, and Delaney, and Isaac usually up late. And me and Delaney always get into deep conversation. So I will bring up the fart then and get the real tea behind your excessive flatulence. And then I will report back in December on the podcast.
Great.
We're going the week before Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving's going to be a really doozy of an episode. So,
what was the final question?
A toot update, if you will. That was the final update. Oh, what did you blame? We got really off track there. Yeah, blame on my sisters.
I don't think we ever thought of one.
Yeah. We're older now, so if we're still doing that, I would be really embarrassed of us.
Well, I was gonna say, we've talked about this before on the Working with Family podcast, but I feel like, at least for the most part, and if I don't, you guys let me know, but I feel like if something happens where an employee was like annoyed or something with what we've done, I like stick together. And I wouldn't say, like, let's just say Whitney pushed back a collection or she couldn't finish photos, I wouldn't be like, oh, Whitney didn't have time to finish it. I would be like, oh, well, I would make it sound like the three of us had agreed to it, so I'm not singling out someone. I don't know, I'm making that a weird example, but like I always stand in solidarity with the three of us instead of like, even if I know it was one of your faults. Like I would never be like, oh yeah, Tara did that.
Yeah, singling people out.
Except sometimes when we unbox things and Tara finds something I don't like the the ice sweater.
The igloo. Polar bear igloo sweater.
Then I was like, who bought this?
There was
I'm just kidding.
A couple we pulled out today that I was like, I didn't buy that one.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, this is not my fave. And Tara's like, I don't recognize that. That's not the thing I put in there.
What is it?
It's
like a floral
number.
The blouse? Because the one that you said that didn't look good, I didn't buy that either.
No, that one, the pinstripe one I did buy because it looked nice on the
No. The one that you said didn't fit good and you're going to send it back.
Oh, the clown one. Yes, I did buy that
one. I'm glad that one's gone. I didn't like that one very much.
Now I'm curious. What's the floral number? Is it in the selfies folder?
No, we didn't photo it because it's not moved into a collection yet.
Yeah. You're like, we didn't photo it because it's hideous. Oh, is it a dress?
Might be.
No, it's
it
really
looks
cute.
Tunicky.
No, it's so cute. You should see the stock photo of it.
So
I know
now
I
we
can
know who
see it.
bought it.
I can see it in the background of this photo, I think.
Yeah, it's like
It's kind of 70s looking.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's cute. You should see the stock photo of it styled.
Okay.
If not, I'll just wear it. Wait, look at you in this little...
I know.
Tara made me wear that.
She
I
always
didn't have the undies for it though.
She always makes me wear shorts and the sleeveless stuff. And I'm like, you're like a good 20 pounds lighter than me. Like Whit needs to take one for the team and start wearing all that stuff.
True. Whitney, how much have you lost? Do you want to tell us or no?
She's doing great.
You just want to say you're doing great?
I mean, I've lost like 23 pounds, but that's not saying much because I essentially gained majority of what I had lost. So I'm trying to get back.
Yeah, but that's a loss is a loss. It's still a ton. Think how many times you go up 2 pounds and down 2 pounds and up 2 pounds, and like by the end of the month you're still not down 5 pounds. Like, so 23 since you started back doing it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's a
huge accomplishment, and you're extremely dedicated and have a lot of motivation.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Kind.
You're so good at what you're doing. You're losing so much weight. You're great.
I'm having to cut all mine off with surgery.
No, okay, let's be real here. The whole main reason you're doing it is because of your like really bad diastasis.
Well, yeah.
That can't really be fixed with like crunches.
No, I agree. But I just mean I'm also going to lose 12 pounds by having it cut off me.
I mean, I would too if they were going in there. I'd be like, just
suck it off.
Nibble.
I told Whit this morning that when I get in there, I'm going to be like, and if you want to take off some of my side butt while you're in there, you feel free. You just go
whatever
ahead.
extra you see that you just want to. You're feeling generous. It's almost Christmas. Just go for it. Okay, great. I think that sums it right up. And we were really excited to be here. So thank you for being here with us. And I feel like each podcast creates new inside jokes. And then if you don't listen, you're like, huh?
You have to start back at the beginning.
Yeah. So, sorry. I don't know what I was going to say.
Well,
so if you are just jumping right in, you'll have to start from the beginning. Gosh, I keep hitting my chin on this. Yeah, no humping right in.
I think you said
you'll have to.
I think the word was dump.
Pork roast.
Did I say dump? Maybe I did say dump right in.
I think it was dump instead of hump. But now we have Buzz or Balls Aldrin to talk about.
Balls Lightyear.
Okay, guys, we are so grateful that you listened to another episode of Sisterhood.
We're very verklempt.
We're verklempt. We're overcome with the emotion that you've been here all this time. We're grateful that you love the podcast and want to be a part of it and be a part of our sisterhood. And we want to thank today's sponsors. Don't forget to use Mixers, and code is Royal at checkout. And
don't worry, there are 3 of us, even though apparently I don't talk.
Don't forget, Whitney exists.
It's not the Tara and Kate show. I am here.
I would like to rebrand at some point and call it Call Your Sister. That's what I wanted to name this podcast, and
I think Sisterhood Society fits a broader scheme.
Yeah, but anyway,
not everybody has a sister to call.
But where they would call us.
How?
Anyways. I'm just teasing. Okay, guys, we love you. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Oh no.